All right. Welcome back to Heroes and Hooligans. You will notice I am not Mr. World. That is because he is backstage and letting me take over this campaign. I will slowly become the new DM here. Be afraid, be worried.
Is that David directed at me?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
The intro is thunderstruck on the bagpipes.
Oh, I wish I'm gonna have to look that up there.
Yikes. Yikes. What have we done?
Yeah, as you all saw, we have a very wonderful intro featuring the bagpipes, as mentioned by our bard. Which party? What happened last time? Other than we got to learn that your bard is very fond of bagpipes.
Honestly, that was so emotionally scarring that it's hard to remember what else happened. There was something about a dart thrown by just like a dude with an absolute sledgehammer for an arm.
Hey,
We had
it's
a
not.
minor fight with the drug dealer, that's all.
I mean, if I'd known the drug dealer was apparently like a cloud giant, we would have gone with a different move than, hey, push me into that guy.
It's not his fault you apparently cannot dodge.
It's not my fault he had +8 strength either.
Well, now you know. Perhaps you don't pick fights with drug dealers while you're here.
That doesn't sound like a lesson I'm likely to learn.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I mean, it worked out fine for me.
Yeah, mission accomplished, right?
Yeah.
Well, since you did deal with the drug dealer, which went... I mean, no one died, so it's probably okay. You did settle your tab. You had a nice night in one of the rooms to kind of recover from nearly dying, apparently. And now it is morning. Take it away.
You know, Nev, there's good money in this stuff here. And if they all hide it like that, we can probably get it off the streets.
Like, you want to steal drugs? That's it? Just steal it?
I mean, if we steal it from them, it'll, these bad people who just sell it to people.
So we're confiscating it, really?
Yeah, really. We're confiscating it and then repurposing the sale of these products to other proprietors.
That sounds like drug dealing to me.
Hey, who taught you these words, Nev?
I'm a very intelligent person for a Goliath.
I finally cough out the read that's been keeping me silent for the last 10 minutes. That's going to be my explanation for my mic issues. Drug dealing is bad. Why are we having this discussion? Why are we wanting to
drug dealing is bad the way it's done. They're very violent. They prey on these people.
And you want to replace them. You want to do what they're doing.
A kinder, gentler drug dealing.
A kinder, gentler way to guide them to the poor district.
They're going to do that anyway.
That sounds like crap to me.
All right. As you are all sitting around the table enjoying breakfast.
Wait, I'm not sitting at this table again. That was expensive. We're going outside.
Well, crap. I almost had you make the same mistake. Was worth a shot.
Oh, trust me,
Let's
you'll have
find,
plenty of opportunities to
Cassandra
see us
and
make the
Clinton
same
and
mistake.
Chris, and make sure they go outside too.
Okay, fine. Go outside. All right. Well, as you go outside and continue discussing whether or not you have a future in, let's not pretty this up. You may just become drug dealers.
Whether or not we want to break bad.
Yeah, but who here has the highest passive perception?
Probably Cassandra. She's the wisdomest of us.
Yeah, probably. Oh, perception? No, I don't think so.
It might be me then, because
I
I'm
have a 12.
proficient in it. 1 second.
Oh,
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely not me.
Not me either. My passive is
Oh.
not very good.
My passive perception is an 11, so it probably is you, cleric, just by virtue of it being wisdom.
Does the cleric have higher than 12? Or equal to 12? Because that's mine.
Oh, yeah, I got 12.
Nice.
Oh, no, I got 11. Never mind, you are higher than me.
What?
Because I'm always on the lookout for the next paycheck, as meager as it may be.
Or from people trying to steal your lunch money.
oddly enough, as the thought of someone stealing lunch money comes up, Maven, across the street, you will notice that a small figure seems to bump into a group of gentlemen. Apologies are had, but you notice for a split second, the small figure grab a coin purse from one of the gentlemen and walks away before they notice.
So, am I able to tell what kind of gentlemen these are? Like, are they like wealthy-looking individuals? Are they ruffians? Or
They look like they're a pair of merchants on their way to work.
okay, so yeah, Maven sees that and goes, "I wish I was that cool. I wouldn't be hungry all the time."
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. Yes. You might actually be acquainted. I don't know if that's. Anyways, I don't know if that's offensive or not. But I just saw a figure bump past those merchants, and it was a decoy so that he could pick their pocket as he went by.
Ah, shit, I was going to do that. They look
Oh.
kind of dumb and like they're not paying really good attention.
I mean, they're merchants, so they probably aren't.
By now, the figure has disappeared around the corner, and about 5 minutes go by, and then suddenly the one you just saw lose their money pats his pocket, cries out, realizing, well, he just got robbed.
And thus, the circle of capitalism is complete.
Should we go help that guy?
No, Nevaeh, what?
I hate to
Obviously,
be on
not-
Raz's side, but
there's obviously nothing in it for us.
I mean, actually, there might be. Like, if we find the person, the merchant may give us a reward. But I mean, it's I don't know.
Have you tried doing that before, Maven? Helping people out who get stolen from to get a reward?
I mean, not for a reward, but I have helped people before.
You have.
It's kind of my thing, is singing and hopefully having a meal and helping people when I can.
Speaking of helping people, we should really get those drugs off the street.
You want to turn around and sell them, whereas I would just toss them into a river or off of a very tall mountain.
I didn't say who we were helping.
Into the mouth of a beholder.
Who I was helping was you, Maven. You were just talking about how you wanted to be able to eat.
I mean, that's true.
I don't think that throwing the drugs into the river is a good idea because contamination is a thing.
Oh, you're concerned about the fish getting high?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hold on. I actually want to hear Raz out. You have all of the vials, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much one vial goes for?
Do I? So if I don't, I'd like to use my criminal background. If that alone doesn't tell me how much this goes for, I'm gonna go and we can go to my contact and he'll tell us how much they go for. Not being addicted myself, wisely.
Okay. Tell me, have you had to deal this before, or is this your first time even considering it?
I'm from Glaciava and I'm a criminal here.
Okay. I would say overall it will go for about 8 gold a vial.
Man, that's good money, guys. We can get a couple days worth of food for each one of these.
Wait, so is it worth like a massive amount of money? Because I also have concerns that if it's something that sells for a ton, we could be targets if anyone discovers that we have them.
Listen, in Glaciava, everyone's already a target anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Are you rich enough to stop the demons from screwing with you in the first place?
I mean, I have my skills, I have my ways, but
I really don't think that we should be selling drugs.
Would you rather the criminals go around and just sell drugs and beat the people that can't pay them?
Is it that your plan?
I would never beat somebody just because they couldn't pay me.
yes, he would torture them first. Try to see if he can get the money that way.
You don't even know me and you're making these outrageous accusations.
I have good perception of people, good insight of people.
I would never beat somebody, personally, obviously.
Right, you would
Well,
have
let's
to
draw
do it if you could trick her into it.
Neve is smart. I can never trick her into anything.
I'm going to stop having this argument before I say something that gets me hurt.
Okay. Everybody's getting a little testy right now. Okay, we're split right down the middle. Okay, we have one who don't want to do anything with these drugs, and we want some who want to do at least something. We do have 5 vials already in our possession. Okay, you guys, Neva, Maven, want to what? Throw it in the water?
Well, I mean, now that Nevea brought up a good point of it contaminating the water, I honestly am not sure what we should do with it, because if we hold on to it, we could be targeted, and that's not great. Selling it is that's kind of deplorable, because we're getting people addicted or pushing people further along, and I don't want to contaminate the water. I like fish. So I don't know what to do with it, but I feel that we should probably not hold on to it any longer than absolutely necessary.
Listen, somebody's going to sell this stuff, and it's not going to be somebody who has wonderful friends like Nevea and Maven to keep them from being too terrible. It might as well be me.
I mean, with your background and knowledge, no offense, you would probably be the best person to hold on to them and have an understanding of what exactly they do and what you can do with them. So I'm not arguing that either of us should have the vials. I would vote you, no offense.
None taken. What I'm saying is good people like you would never let people like Cassandra and I go too far. and Chris gets an opportunity to experiment on something besides lava. Perhaps he can refine the process.
Wait, you're suggesting testing it on him?
No, he would have access to it, obviously, and he seems, based on what we were talking about yesterday, the intelligent sort, the scientist. Perhaps we could refine the process and make it safer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Good.
I can help him out with that also.
This is an out of character question for the DM, because I don't remember off the top of my head of what it does stat wise. Could I get a reminder on that? Or anyone that happens to have the notes from
It's
last time?
+2 to strength and constitution and -6 to charisma in the form that we have it.
Okay, and then they become
But it's
addicted
supposed
to
to
it.
be
and-
like
Go ahead.
similar to the feeling of a haste potion, but it just doesn't do the same thing.
So essentially, it's magic speed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when people take it, they become addicted to it and they accelerate until they end up completely homeless or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to catch up because I couldn't remember. Thank you. Do we know? I mean, I know nothing of this drug. Do we know of any apothecary, or Cassandra, maybe you already have knowledge on this, that if things started going bad for Flint, we could restore him to where he's
We're
not
not going to
addicted
make
or
him
affected.
drink it.
You're talking about him having access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
We're
gonna
not
study
taking
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna study it and try to replicate it. I'm not trying to consume any myself.
Hold on. Here, let's get this one thing straight in this group right now. No one is taking this drug, okay?
Good.
We can
Good.
stare at it. We can put it in other solutions and see what happens. No one is going to consume this drug in this group, right?
Yeah, you can't get high on your own supply.
So you're
How you go
going to,
broke quick.
so you're proposing to study it and then create a safer version of it, or a potentially more potent, safer version, based on what we have.
Well,
Possibly.
Obviously,
then-
we also need to get all of the other Twitch off the street.
And then I suppose that way you'd be able to, with your knowledge, find a way to make the supply that we have safer by nullifying the negatives. Okay, I could see how this would work.
We definitely need to get this off the street. And we're trustworthy.
Mostly.
Okay. So it seems like we've come to almost a good consensus here. Look, none of us are going to take it. We all wanted to take it off the street. Let's just deal with that first and then think about what we're going to do with it afterwards.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, have you all just been walking through the streets talking about this or standing still?
No, we're sitting in like an isolated park, one of Nevea and I's typical hangouts where we can look imposing and have some privacy.
Okay, just making sure. Continue.
Maven, why don't you make sure that nobody's watching us right now? It seems like you have very good perception and everything. Just to make sure we're not being overheard.
I certainly can. The only, I guess, last thing that I want to throw in is if we're looking to get it off the streets, which I am all for, the only thing we need to keep in mind is that the more we have, the more danger we're putting ourselves in. And I don't know if you have a plan as far as like a location to store it where it's secure and no one will get to it, or of a contingency plan of if we're just carrying it ourselves to ensure that we don't just get ambushed and left bleeding without our kidneys in an alley somewhere.
And I point
I
at
have a
Nevea and go,
contingency
"That's where she
plan.
comes in."
I have a contingency plan. It's called a giant sword.
Is your sword's name contingency plan? Because I like that.
It should be
is
now. Yes. Okay. So
And the second and the tertiary plan is you play your bagpipes and no one will come near us.
That is true. No one appreciates the bagpipes. But okay, so it sounds like you've either done something like this, or at least that you have enough experience and knowledge to plan something like this,
I
which
mean,
is concerning but helpful in this specific scenario.
the robberies should be pretty straightforward. We find the stash, distract them, steal the stash.
Oh, I meant more
Stealing should be
our safety,
the
but
easy part, and then we need to, figure out where the suppliers are and figure out what sort of tools Chris and Cassandra will need, and all along, not get stabbed and die in an alley. So just like a regular week here.
okay, I'm on board.
And I mean, frankly, stealing from drug dealers
Good.
it's not great because they're much more violent when you steal from them, but it does make you feel a little bit better at the end of the day.
It's no fun if they don't get violent. How will I know that I'm the best if they don't fight me?
See, that response
You've
is
always been
concerning.
the best, Big Cat. You've always been the best.
Yeah, that response is concerning, but tells me to stand behind Nevea and not in front.
Good plan.
So, Chris, what do you need?
Well, there's probably a lot of supplies that I'll need, like an alchemy kit for sure.
Hey, what kit?
An alchemy kit, alchemic.
Do you know how much money that'll cost?
No idea.
Make an intelligence check.
That would be a 13.
It costs money. You know that much. Probably more than 20 gold.
Well, then it looks like we have to find another stash.
Well, I'll tell you what, when it comes to buying the supplies that Flint needs, why don't I go as well? Because I have a way with merchants with having to schedule gigs and things of that nature. Perhaps I can chat them up and get us a discount as well. I've been known to get quite the bargain at the nearby bazaars.
Do they pay you to not play the bagpipes?
I mean, didn't you pay me to not play bagpipes?
No, we brought you along to distract you from playing the bagpipes and tried to get you to accidentally leave them behind.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, my memory's not the greatest.
But it sounds like either way we're going to need some money, and that means we need to find another stash.
Yes, and I would also like to make some money so I could upgrade from this dagger.
You know, it's an upgrade to a dagger. 2 daggers.
I was thinking more of along maybe 3.
Or like a dagger that has daggers inside of it, so when you stab someone, then the dagger stabs them, and then that dagger stabs them.
Clearly, Maven doesn't do a lot of fighting.
Have you? I'll pull out and count how many Twitch vials we have left and give Maven like a side eye look. And be like, you said we had 5, right, Cassandra?
Yes, we have 5 because we gave one to the barkeep for our tab.
Well, we still have 5, so Maven's just this way normally.
All right. You have decided you're going to go find Moore's Twitch. How would you like to do that?
Well, the way we did it the other day was we went to 8 Mile Road and we walked around until we saw a Twitch Kid dealer. And we know that they generally have their stash nearby and they don't hold it themselves. So we just need to find the Twitch Kid dealer, then search the area.
Maybe this time around though we'll be a little bit more stealthy, because last time, if I'm remembering correctly, somebody almost died.
Somebody almost dies every day. But since we really just want the stash, we don't even need to deal with the Twitch Kids if we can find the stash without the Twitch Kids seeing us.
Raz did a wonderful little dance around, but it was Raz. Raz almost died last time from a single dart.
That was a tweaker thrown dart.
So they twitched and are therefore more likely to avoid hitting you, and yet here you are through the miracles of medicine.
This is a good night's sleep. And besides, chicks dig scars.
That is fair.
Okay then. Well then, Raz, we'll follow you then, it seems like.
So first we need to come up with a plan for when we see one, because apparently Nevaeh and I's classic push into the guy, pick his pocket, and run isn't going to work on these guys because they don't have what we want on them. So how are we going to find the stash and distract them?
Well, we do have a nice pair of bagpipes that can kind of flee people away from us, if need be.
Okay, I understand how they may not sound great to other people, but one, it's all I can play, and two, I play them really well. I'm sorry that your ears just are not attuned to them.
Well, then let's see if we can attract these Twitch users to you then.
Nevaeh will be there, right?
I haven't noticed that the Twitch kids seem to particularly like his bagpipes either. No, it's pretty unpredictable what people who are high are into.
Well, let's try it out. Maven can go up and can play a little tune on his bagpipes, and we'll see what they do. And if that doesn't work, we'll think of something different.
I'll get on a roof nearby, and then see if I can't find the stash while the bagpipes either cause them to attack you immediately on sight or distract them enough for us to find the stash.
If they do the former, Nevaeh will be there to assist me, correct?
Nevaeh and Flint would be right nearby, and
Okay.
Raz, I'll go along with you.
Can you fly, hun?
Okay.
I can climb.
And I'm gonna pull off like my overcoat and reveal my wings and be like, I think I'm gonna be a little quicker than that.
Well, then I'll search on the ground, and you can search above.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Agreed.
All right, then. You make your way towards 8th Avenue. It is quite just as awful as you remember it being from last night, honestly. You see people walking around, trying to avoid each other, eyes down. Occasionally, people stepping into alleyways. Just people, busy, awful. What will you do?
Okay, real quick, am I supposed to play something good or something bad?
Is there a difference on the bagpipes?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question too.
Nobody
Play-
will know.
Do you want to
Play-
borrow my lyre, Maven? Like, it's an instrument. People like it.
You know what? Just let me know when I play, and I shall play at that point.
For the record, I'm very athletic, so if you want me to lift you up or something, I can do that. I
Maven
might
has
drop
some,
you if it gets really obnoxious.
Maven has some serious contemplations, but he does not answer the tempting question.
So since I know that people in this area of town mostly look down and not up, I'm going to be flying above the group here, keeping an eye on them to make sure that like no gangs are moving in on them, but also looking out for a Twitch kid.
Okay, are you trying to be stealthy with this, or just completely not caring?
I'll try to be stealthy. I assume that there are other demons that fly about in a city full of demons, so I'll just try to look like one of them.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably... Actually, make a perception real quick.
12.
You see, like, maybe like 2 or 3 figures in the sky that could be demons. They could just be little imps, birds. You can't really tell.
I love that it could just be ants. That it's just like, it's weird that they're up there, but all right.
Imps, sorry. But yeah,
Oh, that's even better.
imps can fly.
Oh, they can? My bad.
I mean, I assume I'm not the only winged tiefling in the universe. I'm just going to fly along the road and try to look like I have a legitimate reason for doing so.
Okay. Give me either a stealth or performance to kind of blend in. It's not seem like you're basically up to nefarious things.
26 on stealth.
Yeah, you get just high enough that, I mean, there's things flying in the air. Oh no. That's pretty common. Who cares? All right.
With a 12 investigation, do I see anybody like tailing my friends?
Nope. Everything is fine.
Okay, Maven, let's go find a place for you to unleash your bagpipes on the neighborhood.
All right. Let's travel out into the great beyond. So yeah, I guess we're gonna find a good situation that's like right center, as obvious as can be. Maven's very uncomfortable, but he understands that he needs to get like maximum viewage.
All right. Takes you a few minutes, but you find like a little area where you kind of close to a really run down, god awful tavern. Or is that a tavern? You can't tell. Those are. Oh, that might just be a whorehouse. Oh dear. But it's fine. You see people coming in and out there. And
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you see any Twitch kids around?
Should I do a perception check on that?
Yes, you should.
That's a 10.
What did they look like? Maybe that cloaked figure is one, or
Nevaeh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
Nevaeh, I feel that when one feels that they are stronger and have a better constitution, one of the first things they may want to do is, as the crafts would say, bone down on Clamtown. So perhaps this may be a good place to perform. Plus, this is a loud instrument, so even if it's not the correct spot will probably hear it.
I'm going to do a perception check to see if I see anybody.
Oh, hold on, Niva, and I just kind of touch her shoulder and I'll cast guidance on her.
Okay. You get a D4. Make that roll.
I see nothing.
Okay. Yeah. You see nothing. These are a lot of people.
There's a lot of people out here, guys. I don't know if any of them are on Twitch, though. That seems, I don't know. I know nothing.
Then I shall have to play the loudest and bestest that I have ever played. I don't think that's a word. Is loudest a word?
All right, then. I would like a performance check, please.
So I got a 21, and I just loudly announced, "People of this town, I present to you the Chumba and the Wumba," and I just start playing my bagpipes.
Nevaeh sticks her fingers in her ears.
Cassandra does the same.
Okay.
Do I hear this music start off down in the street? That is like the signal to look for a stash.
Oh yeah, you hear this.
I would like to land on a nearby roof, wincing at the noise, but appreciative of the distraction.
Also, I want to know if anyone gets knocked down, but then they get up again.
So here's what happens. You have quite a number of people just covering their ears and trying to tune you out. Possibly even throwing a rotten tomato at you, but you got a few people who are actually kind of stopping and listening. Going, this ain't that bad. It's actually not that bad. And those will toss you. One moment. You just made. Oddly enough, you just made 11 gold from that, but in the distance, near one of the alleys, you will notice what very much looks like a Twitch kid poke his head out, grab his ears, grab a nearby rock, and just kind of fling it in your direction.
I'm going to use my athletics to try to catch it.
Okay. What do you get?
I rolled a 6.
Did she catch it with her face?
Yes, you very much caught it with your face. You take 1 point of damage, my dear. You got a bloody nose. Congrats.
Out of character, the number of middle fingers I'm getting tonight is amazing.
Do I see that this Twitch kid threw a rock in what alley he's coming out of?
Yeah.
I'm going to get that kid.
I would like to silently crawl over to the edge of the alley and look down into the alley and see if I can see the stash.
Okay. Perception, please.
14.
14. Okay. A few feet away, it looks like maybe one of the bricks in the wall. It looks like it could be loose. That might be where it is, but you're not quite sure. It could just be a loose brick.
Hey guys, would it be wrong for me to go beat up a Twitch kid for throwing a rock at me?
No.
Actually, I just had an idea as well. What I can do, Nevaeh, to bring that kid out is I could present him with some Twitch that would entice him to come out further for you to wring his scrawny neck.
Or I could just go into the alley.
Do we only see like that one Twitch user? There's no other one right by it.
Perception rolls.
So I'm looking down into the alleyway. I was able to tell them without alerting everyone to my presence, but do I see more there?
I got a 15 on perception.
Okay. Okay. You see one hiding very badly in the shadows in that alley, and that's all you see at the moment. Is him and the one who's hiding kind of as a lookout.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you still only see the one in that very, very, very badly hidden one. He might have pulled it off had he not worn such a bright red cloak. Someone needs to explain to him that that's not how you hide in the shadows. It's not.
So, guys, are we going into the alley or not?
The question is, are
I
you
will go
going to
behind
family or
you.
not?
I will go behind you because I feel like that is how people get stabbed, and I'm not a fan of being stabbed. Although we can lure them out of the alley. I have an idea.
Well, then grace us with that idea, then, Maven.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to create what looks like about, because it's a 5-foot space that I could do, about 5 foot worth pile of Twitch vials, since I know what they look like. Just like poof, magic Twitch all over the place.
Okay. Give me one moment. I need to roll something.
No problem. I might have just made things very bad,
He's starting a gold rush.
but also very entertaining.
Okay. You have the drugs appear, and about 12 different people stop what they're doing and rush towards it. Now, I mean, 12's a lot. I mean, you see a few kind of do a double take and then go, squint and go, oh, no, that's bullshit. That fucking magic users, and continue walking. But
Neve, you might want to get ready because there's going to be some very disappointed customers in a few seconds here.
No.
But did that one Twitch user that threw the rock, is that they're just still chilling in the alleyway?
no, you see him do a double take, look back in the alley. You can't tell where he's looking. And then look back and just panic and rush out like, oh no, oh no.
From my vantage point, can I roll insight to tell where he's looking?
Sure, go for it.
So I rolled a 15. I don't know what my insight bonus is. 1, so 16.
Yeah, he was looking at that loose brick.
Okay, so when he starts running, I'm just gonna fly down and pull the brick out.
I'm going to head toward the alleyway.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm going to get mugged.
All right.
Sorry, what were we going to say, Cassandra?
No, I was gonna say I'll just stay right there. Me and Flint will stay right there with you, Maven.
Yeah, I'm not moving towards the alley. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
I like my blood. I need my blood. And they're going to demand my blood when they realize it's not real.
I should have thought of that beforehand, Maven.
All right then. So who all went into the alley?
So I flew down to the brick and pulled the brick out.
Okay.
And I went into the alley.
Okay. Let's see. You will find 3 vials hidden behind that little area. And as you do that, tell me, does a Oh, does a nat 20 hit you, honey?
It does.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but there was one Twitch kid who actually understands how to hide. And he just brained you right across the head with the club. The hell you doing? And you will take, as soon as I figure out what the thing is. And this is gonna hurt. Oh, that won't be too bad. So, you're gonna take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Nevaeh, what would you like to do as you see this?
I would like to attack the guy who is attacking Raz.
Okay. Go ahead and get an attack, and after that, we'll roll initiative.
Okay, I'm going to hit it with my greatsword. I got an 11.
Ooh. No, you hit, but he just raises his arm and blocks you. And he just gives you a dirty look. I need initiative. All right, guys. Let's see those initiative rolls.
Jeez. I rolled a 2.
Uh,
I am rolling like absolute garbage tonight.
total 20. Roll is 17.
Two. The rest of you, would you? Oh, you know what? Make perception checks to see if you even hear any of this going on.
I got 19 for perception.
Okay, yeah. You hear it. I'm assuming you will tell the others. So.
Yeah, I got an 18 as well.
And Maven got 21. We're really good at looking at stuff.
Yeah, so you hear this. You realize what's going on. You can go ahead and roll initiative just so we can see if you make it there in time to help.
I'd already rolled. It was a 21. 21 perception and initiative.
Okay.
No, I got 17 on initiative.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, and let me just roll for him real quick. Okay. All right. So, the Twitch kid gets to go first, unfortunately. Let's see. Well, Nevaeh, since you went ahead and tried to attack him, he's going to swing for you. Still just using a club. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope, my armor class is 16.
All right. And he just swings and goes, look, we're just trying to do our jobs. Just give us the money. You can take the drugs. Everyone goes away happy. All right. Maven, you are up.
I'm up before him. This is
I
21.
got a 21 and you got...
I thought your 21 was your perception.
I got 21 on both.
Okay, then
Yeah.
you are before.
Yeah. So how many people are we dealing with? We're dealing with 2 or just the
Both
1?
people rushing your fake drug pile.
Yeah, you still have most of the crowd rushing your fake drug pile. They should be reaching it like just now, so you have time to sit there and decide what you're doing.
Okay. I'm more concerned about the big guy who was able to just shrug off an attack from Nevaeh. Like how far away are they? Would you say? from me?
Let's say they're about 45 feet.
Okay. So Maven's gonna just not worry. The people rushing the drug pile, that'll be an issue when that's an issue. He's just gonna rush through the alley to get within 30 feet or so, and gonna call out to the big guy, "Oh, friend, it has been so long!" And he's gonna cast Charm Person. And that is a Wisdom saving throw. You have to beat a 13.
Okay. Well, I'm fine. Yeah, he just looks at you and goes, "I don't know who you are. The hell you get off calling me your friend?" He makes it. He is not charmed by you. If anything, he's the opposite of charmed. He's very disgruntled and angry.
Oh, I forgot that he would have advantage, but I guess that doesn't really matter. So cool. I don't know if he knows that I tried to charm him or not. Then, because I know if it succeeds and once it warns up, well, yeah. I guess that is a DM question. If it succeeds and then it wears off, they know that they were charmed by me. If I failed to get them in the first place, do they know that I just cast charm on them?
I'm going to say for this, yes, he's aware.
Okay, cool. So now he doesn't like me. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, he didn't like most of you to begin with. You came into his alleyway and you're trying to steal his drugs.
That's fair. A lot of people don't like bagpipes. A lot of people don't like Chumbawamba. If you combine the two, oh boy.
Yeah. Raz, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to grab the vials in their stash if I didn't already get them last turn.
I'll say you kind of already had them in your hands.
Okay, then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm going to fly 60 feet straight up in there.
Okay. You are in the air. Will that be all?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's a bonus action and a move and action.
Okay, then. Cassandra?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up right towards Maven, and not knowing if we're gonna attack or try to kill this person or something. I'm just gonna look around, and all I see is my two fellow comrades. I'm just gonna cast Bless on both of them, so they get a D4 on their attack rolls.
Very nice.
I'm sorry, on who is...
I think Maven and Nevea are the only ones up there. If Flint is close by, he has to be within 30 feet, and then I'll cast it on him. Also, I can get 3 people.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm right next to you, so that would get me.
Okay. All right. So right around this time, people have reached the fake drugs, and they realize it's someone just tricked them. You have a whole mob of angry people on top of everything else. And with that, Chris, what would you like to do?
I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And I will move about 10 feet closer to where Nevea is.
All right. And Nevea.
I'm going to try and intimidate the Twitch kid.
Oh, okay.
Seems like he wants to run away, and I'm going to encourage him to do that.
Okay.
Do I get the D4 on this one too?
1 second, and I can tell you. No, you do not.
In that case, I rolled a 7.
What are you saying or doing to try and intimidate him?
I'm going to say, kid, do you really want to do this? Why don't we just go our separate ways? If you don't, look at my contingency plan. And I gesture with my sword.
You mean the sword you failed to hit me with? Yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
that's a good burn.
Yeah, okay. No, here's what's going to happen. You're either going to give me the money for the drugs you just took, or I'm going to beat all of you black and blue, take everything you have, maybe even a few organs and the drugs. And with that, he's going to swing on you. Okay, does a 16 hit you?
I'm not sure. My armor class is 16, so
Yep, that's a hit. Okay. So you will take 5 points of damage. And you... Yeah, that's the end of his turn. Okay, Maven.
Well, I suppose I will, and I want to mention that my attacks will be non-lethal, but I'm going to go ahead and I guess use my rapier on the big guy. So let me just get to my loop. And that's a 12.
Just barely hits.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah, his AC is only like 12, so...
Fair. That is 7 damage. Non-lethal.
Okay. He's still up, but looks like that was a pretty decent hit.
Why am I better at this than Nevaeh?
Because Nevaeh just barely missed him. Barely. That's the only reason why.
Aren't you supposed to be the heavy hitter, Nevaeh?
Look, it's not her fault the dice decided they're not on her side.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
smack talking.
You good.
the odds are not in my favor.
No, they are not. And if that's the end of your turn, let's see if the odds are in Raz's favor.
I'm going to look down, see my two friends both keeping the attention of that dick down there. I'm going to take my crossbow, point it down, and try to shoot him right in his dumb head.
Okay, go for it.
17.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So since they're within 5 feet of him, I also do... So I do 10 damage with my sneak attack. And then I'm going to move on to the top of the building and then attempt to hide with my cutting action.
Okay.
And that's a 13 to hide.
Okay, you kind of feel like you're hidden, and as you fly away, you don't see the guy just fall to the ground dead, since you did not specify non-lethal. You have a dead Twitch kid.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
By Lyra! His head exploded!
All right. Cass, it is your turn. The Twitch kid you were fighting is dead, but the other two are still in that angry mob.
I just look down at the dead one and I go, Maven, what did you do?
I just something from the heavens rained down and made his head squishier.
I just look at Maven and just take like a side step backwards, looking at him all weird. Hold on. I think there's more out there because your illusion is going to disappear or already has disappeared, right, Maven?
Well, I mean, it's not going to disappear until I just scrap it, but as soon as they try to grab it, their hands are going to just go through and they're going to know it's an illusion, it's not real, and so their hands are just going to go through mist.
Okay, well, what's the plan now? Hopefully Raz has gotten what we came here to get. Are we going? Are we fleeing right now? Or are we going to try to deal with these other people out here?
I mean, I have a plan, but it's only to save me. It wouldn't really help any of you three. So I was hoping you would have ideas.
Is your plan going to involve fleeing or is your plan going to involve fighting? That's all we need to know.
Oh, very much non-violent. Just get out of here as soon as I can, kind of a thing.
Well then, as long as that's okay with everybody else, and then I'm just gonna wait until somebody leaves the alleyway, and then I'm gonna bolt out too.
So you will hold your action for now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the crowd is angry. Some of them are fighting amongst each other. Some of them are grabbing innocent civilians and beating the crap out of them, going, "Did you do this? Did you make the illusion?" The two Twitch kids, though, they're heading right back to the alley, and they don't look happy. Let's see. Everyone is still there? Yes?
From my memory, yeah.
Okay, then. It's gonna be 2 attacks. One on Cassandra and one on Maven. Maven, does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And the other one's a miss. I don't even need to ask. That's a miss. Alright then. Maven, you're going to take 6 points of damage. And congrats. You have 2 very angry Twitch kids. Right up in your faces, everyone. With that, Chris, you're up.
Okay. For my bonus action, I will. Where's it at? Oh, action's right there. Start my blade song,
Ooh,
and then
Chris starts fucking singing
hell yeah.
in the middle of this riot.
You know what? Describe to me your blade song. What does it look like when you perform a blade song?
Well, I just start chanting and then singing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what song I would choose at the moment, but I would probably try to do a rendition of what Maven played earlier on the bagpipes. And then I will walk up to the closest one to me and make a dagger attack.
I'm sorry, but I love that image because it just you going towards them. I get knocked down. I get over again. I do.
Except that I'm singing it in Elvish. And
You know
I get a
what?
D4 to add to that hit, right? Because I'm blessed.
Yes. Yes, you do. And
Alright.
you know what? Because I find the imagery amusing, you can have an inspiration to use later.
All right.
Like,
1d4.
that is just fun
Roll.
imagery.
Does a 12 hit?
Just hits.
All right.
Do your damage.
And that is 6 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
And that is all that I do.
Nevea.
I'm going to attack the same guy that Flint did. Gonna go for non-lethal damage.
Okay.
And here we go. I got a 15.
Yes, that is a hit. Give me the damage.
14.
You
And then-
you clop him up across the back of the head, and you see him go down like a sack of bricks.
Yeah.
All right. Cass, I know you were holding your action to run.
I'm not gonna hold my action to run. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait near the entrance, kind of on the other side, and peek into the alleyway to make sure, keep an eye on my friends, and then if they handle everything, then I'm just gonna put my hood up and then just walk away.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep an eye out until I know everything is gonna be okay.
Okay.
Cass seems like a bit of a bitch.
Make an insight check for me.
Insight, that would be 17.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they can handle the last guy there, so you could probably go now if you wanted. You got them up as a distraction.
Okay, I'm just gonna slowly walk away towards the park that we were at with my hood up and my head casted down towards the ground, trying to blend in.
Okay, give me a stealth, please.
15.
You look like anyone else who's just trying to avoid the madness that is a whole crowd just beating the shit out of each other. And with that, he's dead. Maven, you're up.
I am well, okay, so I'm assuming there's people in the crowd that see Maven, right now?
Yeah,
I know that's probably a dumb question. I'm going to do a stealth roll, and that's a 9, so I'm not stealthed. Okay, well, that's not
no,
going
but
to work in
you
my
also
favor.
still have the other Twitch kid who came up with. So,
Oh, I was going to do disguise self, but that's not going to work if they can see me actually transform. So I will hold on to that idea, and I guess do a non-lethal attack.
okay, yeah.
Yes, I do
Like
like
object
object
permanence.
permanence. Thank you for calling me out, Raz. That's a 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. So that is a 4 of just whapping them with the hilt of my rapier.
He spits the blood in your face.
That's just rude.
Oh, hitting me with the sword is rude. But want to talk about how you basically just tricked us and you're taking our goods? Really?
I
Really?
could be stabbing you, and instead I'm just like, bap, stop it, bap, bap.
Okay, Raz, you're up.
I'm gonna move, dash, and then land by Cassandra. And be like, well, we got it, but we're gonna need a lot more.
Okay. All right then. It is Cassandra. You're up.
I just nod my head towards Raz and just walk along right beside him.
As that you guys leave, you notice the crowd's kind of growing as more and more people get pulled into it. This is full on chaos, and in the background, you hear the whistles of the local police coming to break this up. Chris, you're up.
I'm gonna take one more swing at this dude with my dagger, but I'm gonna do it with the hilt of it, so I just knock him out if I can.
Okay.
No, I only rolled an 11.
Oh, no.
And
No, he
then
just bats your little dagger away.
for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat, and then I'm just going to use all my movement to try to catch up to Cassandra.
Okay. Just retreat. Let me double check something. Trying to make sure he doesn't get attack of opportunity on you.
It's still spinning on my thing, so I can't even click on it to see what it says too.
I don't think he does with Expeditious Retreat.
No, I don't believe so
Yeah.
either. That's why I was trying to cast it.
Yeah, you can cast it, but he's still going to get attack of opportunity on you from the looks of it. Unless I'm reading this wrong. In which case, in the comments, please tell me, because I will need to know that.
Oh yeah, it
next
gives you
time.
the dash action. It doesn't give you disengage.
Okay. All right, so he's going to take a swing at you as you go, and that's going to be a hit. Okay. You're going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, but other than that, you can keep going.
Yep. The whole movement, everything.
Okay, then. Nevaeh, you are the only one. No,
Maven's there.
Maven's still there. So it's you, Maven, this Twitch kid, the mob, and the sounds of police.
Woo, woo.
I would like to disengage and run away.
You can very much do that. Okay. Nevaeh, hearing the cops and realizing how bad this looks, especially with an unconscious Twitch kid and a very dead one in the alley with her, decides she's good. She's just gonna get
Run.
the hell out.
Yeah.
Okay. Maven, your turn.
I'm going to give it one more shot. I want to do a stealth check to kind of get out of the mob's ire, their view.
You're still right by the Twitch kid, bro.
Yeah.
Do what?
You're right next to the Twitch kid still.
Yeah, but I mean, I have illusions. I could just be like poof and create a cloud of smoke to disguise me.
You can disguise yourself, but he's still gonna know it's you.
Right, but I'm saying if I do are you saying that I can't do a stealth check then?
I mean, you can maybe see if the other people in the alley, in the mob don't notice, but honestly, the mob is more focused on the fact that this guy, oh God, someone just got strangled, and did that guy just get stabbed in the stomach? Oh, he did. Dear God, I need to get out of here.
Run away, bro.
All right, then I guess I'll go ahead and just disengage and run.
Like, you want the truth, the crowd ain't paying that much attention to you.
Or
When
wait, the police are,
The police are on their way. You hear
but
them.
they're not right here where we are.
Not yet. Not yet.
Perfect. Then I'm going to disengage and flee.
Okay.
But once I get outside of the alley, I am going to cast Disguise Self and make myself look like an officer of the law.
You wanna?
Tell me what I have to roll. I
Okay,
like taking risks.
Okay, first give me. Oh, what would it be?
It's a spell. It works. Like
No, I'm trying to see if he can remember what the law enforcement here looks like.
we've been around. We probably saw him.
But does he remember what they look like? Okay, give me. It's not going to be a high DC, but make me an intel. No,
I was going
wisdom.
to say, if you want me to do a history check, I could do a
Yeah.
history check to rack my brain. And if I
Yeah.
don't make it, then I will at least look like the last law enforcement that I can remember.
Yeah. Must have.
That is a 3. So I'm going to look like Bobby Goodcop.
Yeah, you have the colors of the uniform all wrong, and and that's not a badge of Glaciava. Oh, but I mean,
That's
you look
fine.
like an officer, just not the right one.
Just
You're totally
like one
a
from the last
Broadwalkian
town I was
police
in.
officer.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what?
You look like a Broadwalkian town guard.
Yeah.
Totally fine. I'm willing
No,
to
you
risk
look
it.
like you could possibly be part of the Red Guard. That's what you look like right now.
Oh God.
The red bar?
The Red Guard.
Oh, red guard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you potentially look like right now. But
Totally fine.
and you look like that, and you're walking away. Okay.
I should clarify that I'm not going to completely leave because I kind of want to wait for the officers to come because I want to talk to them. Because yet again, I have a plan that I have run by no one.
Okay then. Okay. Then let me ask: are the rest of you going and leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, if the rest of you are leaving, you're all out of initiative and you're gone. Maven, you are still here when the cops show up.
I immediately approach them and I'm like, all right, what's all this then?
Who the hell are you?
The name is Officer Brigsby. I've just been transferred from, I don't remember the name of the last town that I was in, so DM, you'll have to. But Officer Brigsby, transferred, as you can see. I've not been given my standardized issue, but I'm here from Harborin, and I heard that there was a scuffle in this alley. I assume I'm going to have to do a persuasion check for that.
Deception. Give
Deception?
me a deception. Yes.
Okay.
You're flat out lying to them. You don't get to persuade them.
That is a 22.
God damn you. They just kind of scratch their heads, but they have bigger fish to fry. Like the fact that, oh God, that woman just got murdered. We're dealing with you later. Help us break this up. And they are full on trying to get everyone to safety, get some people to the nearest clinic, hospital. More officers are coming and taking away all of these people. It is just a big clusterfuck. Congrats, guys.
Can I talk to the officers while we're disbanding stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you go ahead. Okay, because I was going to say I had been sent here because we had received news that you needed some help with. Apparently, there's a large usage of Twitch in this city, and I was sent here to help investigate.
Obviously, there's a lot of. Where did? Dear God, did you live under a rock? Everyone knows that we have a Twitch problem. We've had it for centuries now.
Well, I mean, we had reports, but you know, people and paperwork, that people tend to get a little slack and lazy because it's a lot of work and you want to go home to the missus or mister. So, I mean, I had heard the reports, but I didn't see it until just now, and good gods.
Oh God, they lost an eye. Oh God, they're biting me. Get them off, get them off. Oh God, I think they have rabies. And like the other one's trying to help, and like a few of them are telling you, yeah, we haven't figured out where they get the sort, how they make it, but oh God. And you know, they just
sorry, go ahead.
They just know that within this area, it is probably the worst as far as like Twitch sales and usage and fighting dead bodies due to overdose of this. They know kind of roughly people who sell it, but there's just so many Twitch kids. They can't get them all.
So, Well, I guess I should do this in character. So you say you know who the source of a lot of these issues are. I understand that it is difficult to navigate a large underground black market web, but you said that you have an idea of who the source might be.
No, I mean, we've heard whispers and we kind of have some idea, but you can find that out back at the precinct. We have literally, that is the least of our concerns right now.
Oh, there's a riot because of Twitch. I think it is the most of our concerns right now.
Yeah, there's a riot! So we don't care about we care about stopping the riot before more people die. What is wrong with you?
The best way to prevent future deaths is to remove the source. I will help you disband this riot, and then after that, I would appreciate if you gave me some intel that I could pass on to my colleagues back in Harboron.
We're thinking about it. Oh God, Jimmy!
But
Jimmy,
yeah, I will
no!
absolutely assist them in trying to dispel the riot.
Yeah. Okay. And how long does your disguise self last?
That is a good question that I will look at now. It lasts an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna say it takes about 45 minutes to deal with this. So you got 15 minutes left on
Perfect.
that spell.
Thank you for your kindness.
Yeah. But you also know you gotta find your friends, and you're not sure how long this lie is gonna last. So
Noted.
they start heading back towards town to finish doing patrols, and one of them will offer to lead you to the precinct to talk to, their superiors. But
Nev, did you see where the bagpiper went?
No, I just left him.
If he gets caught by the cops, this is going to get real
I mean, he's a
stabby
stranger.
and clubby and beat downy. Well, you're the one that goes around telling your real name to everyone you meet.
I don't see the problem.
He knows your name. If he gets arrested by the cops, he's going to squeal. Soft bard like him, they always squeal.
Squeals like bagpipes.
Nobody's gonna believe him.
Yeah, because tieflings are never criminals.
guys, as you're having this discussion, give me an insight check, real quick. Just everyone.
10.
Nine.
All of us?
Oh yeah, I want all of you.
14.
14.
I got a 16.
Yeah, Chris and Cassandra, you kind of realize that if Maven gets caught, that's already going to be bad, but you did leave, last you remember, at least 2 of those Twitch kids alive, and they know what you guys look like. They probably got picked up by the cops, so if Maven gets caught, they would probably support the story. So,
God damn it.
This
And
is-
I relay
Nev-
this to the
Nev,
group.
did you leave them alive again? I'm gonna put my head in my hands, just like, oh my god.
The
His
cops
bleeding heart.
came, Raz.
Listen, that's why you have a sword. I got you the sword so that when you hit them with it, they didn't get to talk afterwards.
I don't know about killing people just, for being addicted to drugs. That seems wrong.
Believe me, they do not feel the same way about you. They would definitely kill you.
but I'm better than them. So
All right. Well, what are we gonna do? Do we have to go back? I don't really want to go back.
You're the one with the wings. You can fly back and see, and then if they're still lying on the ground, you can just finish them off. And maybe the other half of us can go see where Maven has gone himself into.
All right. Yeah. And so then I'm gonna take the Twitch since I'm going back to the cops, and I'm gonna hand it to Cassandra
All right.
and be like, if you get caught with this, you don't know me.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna fly back towards the location of the riot and see if I can find the Twitch kids or Maven or mostly just those two. That's all I would care about.
Yeah, you don't see any of those people. Brian's been broken up already. Looks like those kids are gone. But they kind of mark that alley as a crime scene. Maybe it's gone. And on that note, figure out what you guys are going to do, because this is where we end our session. It's with the police, with the and party separated.
I am so sorry, guys, but I also am not.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please come back next week to see how everyone gets out of this. Hopefully without getting arrested.
And Kayla's connection there at the end is what happens when you do